All right. Morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Market Open live stream. Oh, gonna get locked and loaded today. SLBR for continuation. This one's the most interesting multiple day play that I had in mind. If looking at the daily chart here, pre-market we busted up to 399. So we were over these levels, but we pulled back. So we're gonna open around 360, which is still over quite a few of these resistance levels, but still into this range between, let's see here. See, I look, we're gonna open right about at 60. We've got a double top from yesterday's high and 3 days before that at 62. I'm really curious to see what this one's gonna be today. I'm gonna have to close this window, unfortunately. Okay. So, for the continuation watch list. First things first. FNGR made a nice move yesterday, 30%. Took a couple trades through this range. It was a bit lighter volume. The power hour action wasn't all that great. I mean, we had this nice move. We broke it over 6 and it went all the way to 79, 69 rather. But yeah, the volume was pretty low, and it was hard for me to take too many trades through this area. I did end up taking a few. I was down $55 on hook yesterday, and then clawed myself back to flat on the day on this move here. And it's gonna hold up pre-market, so during after hours and pre-market today. So we'll see. This one's gonna also pretty interesting. So I'll keep that one a continuation. PGY looks like we're gapped up. NVST, I don't really have much interest in this one. I'll keep it on the watch list, on the continuation watch list for the time being. Most of the leading gappers yesterday, Hook was our leading gapper, just failed. And it basically came all the way back down and retraced its entire move from its gap up. So no good. Hey. So yeah, I'll be watching SOBR and FNGR for continuation. AMPX, nah, just not too good. I'll keep MVST. So, gonna put FNGR in a side chart, PEGY in a side chart, and SOBR. What else do we have for gaps today? Looks like our leading gapper is CYTO. What's up, Bacon? Welcome to the Market Open live stream, my guy. Empty until your beautiful self showed up. EFOI. I'm a little messed up today. I ended up having a little bit of a night last night. Didn't get to sleep till like 1:30, 2 o'clock. So I'm gonna look to be a little bit more conservative today. I should check the old reaction time. I'm be curious to see what my reaction time is today. Let's run it. Okay. So far, not looking too bad. Getting worse. Okay, you know what? I'll take that. I'll take that. It's not bad. It's not bad for 6 hours of sleep. 178 average. Yeah, not bad. No, not FN. I ended up having to stay up and get Kaya from work. She didn't get done with work until like quarter after midnight, and then we ended up talking until 1:30. It was just, I mean, nothing bad, but I just ended up staying up way too late. Okay. CYTO, leading gapper. I don't really like this one. It's 54 cents a share. I don't like sub-dollar stocks, so I'm not going to be trading this one most likely. I'll keep it on watch, but second leading gapper is EFOI. EFY, VRE. And these gappers are on really light volume, unfortunately. So yeah, VRE is at 66,000 shares, so really not much at all. QBTS, same kind of deal, so I'm not really too keen on those. Yeah, we'll see. Come here. Oi! What? Okay, time is. Where's my clock? I'm not seeing my clock anywhere. This is weird. Where'd my clock widget go, Tuma? Oh, it's a bit annoying. Okay. It could be my pants. And I can't launch the other widget because it says it exceeded the maximum amount. So it's around here somewhere, but I can't find it anymore. What the heck? What the heck? Oh, it's right here. Whew. All right. Got the clock. I love myself a good cock on my screen. Sorry, clock. All right. So, gonna look to trade. I'm gonna be watching PGY on the open. And our leading gapper, like I said, it's penny stock, so I don't really care about it that much. And then we have VRE, but this chart looks kind of wacky. There's not much volume at all pre-market, so I suppose we'll be watching PEGY and see if anything else pops up. But I'm not feeling too optimistic about it at this point. Overall markets gap down slightly today. SPY is down 0.1%, Q's down 0.5%. All right, there's the bell. Market is open. I think I'm going to put ADTX back on continuation watch list here. Oh, once. All right. Save money for a recession. Dude, I know. I've been seeing a lot of very kind of downer, not downer, but just negative sentiment about the market. And I was reading something yesterday that we could see basically no GDP growth, and we've kind of are coming to an end of a 13-year bull run. And we could see no GDP growth for the next, like, I don't remember what it said, but it was like, anywhere from 2 to 3 to 10 years. So that's not great. That is not good at all. So I'll be definitely saving money, as you said, for taking some longer term positions. When we maybe start to see the end of this bear market, but who knows when that's going to happen? It's going to be a harder time at the bottom. That's for certain. SLBR, huge move off the open. Should have been paying attention to this one. PGY is also moving. One thing about SLBR right now is wasn't as much volume here. Only 180,000 shares in that candle. It's not very much. I will look to get in on a pullback here. If it's going to be on lighter volume. Watching here. Yeah, this one looks good on the daily chart. Watching here. It's holding up over 80. Let's see what this first pullback is going to look like. Wow, that is a steeper pullback than I was anticipating there. Give it 1 second. It's a bit spready. Yeah, I'm going to be out there. It's going to be a 5-cent loss. Yeah, dude, going out to eat consistently is very expensive. I definitely feel you there, and I've been able to save a lot more in the recent months of just doing a lot more cooking. Especially after that. Oh, come on. This is kind of disappointing to see on SLPR. Really big rejection. Thought we'd open up and see a good squeeze over these daily levels, but no good. Let's go to SOBR. I'm sorry, PEGY. Yeah, especially if that whole stupid giant soup thing at Herbs, I was like, yeah, that's it. So why don't go out to eat? Wow. SLBR just flushing down. Is it really going to halt to the downside, SLBR? I think SLBR just halted to the downside, man. That's crazy. That's good. Yeah, work schedule being more consistent definitely makes a big difference with that. If you would be interested, you should let me know about next time I go to buy beef if you'd be interested in purchasing any for yourself. It's truly one of the best deals, dude, for one of the most quality or the most quality meat that you're gonna be able to buy. And the other thing about going out to eat, dude, is I hate to say it, but it's facts, is there's a lot of bullshit in the food. And it's impossible to know exactly what ingredients you're eating. And you really have to be careful with that. Especially if you're doing it consistently. It's the only thing. Okay, well, SLBR halts to the downside. Okay, cool. I'll definitely let you know. I'll definitely let you know. Probably won't either ever again. Talking about Herberts, yeah, I don't know. I was very not even the fact that not even the fact that the soup thing was kind of dumb, but I was just not very impressed. Like it was like, the sandwich wasn't even that great. It was okay, but they were super skimpy on the meat, dude, for one. And for two, it was like, eh. Like for the giant soup and the sandwich that kind of split, it was almost $30, dude. I'm like, I go to the store, buy $30 of groceries, and make like 3, 4 meals. I mean, obviously there's the convenience factor. The no, it's nice, it's quick, it's easy. You don't have to clean up. It's a lot of pros, obviously, to getting food out, but it's just yeah, it adds up so fast, man. Okay. Oh dang. From yeah, definitely then. That's no good. Like I said, it's just kind of impossible to know exactly what. Well, it's, for one, the ingredients that they're putting in, but for two, like the quality of like the food, how long it's been sitting in the well, how long it's is it past date? You like to think that it's not, but you never really truly know because some corporations are a little bit shady. And we even had some manager, my manager at Subway even had us do some very questionable things with the food. Yeah, I don't know. So whereas cooking at home, you can know exactly what you're getting. You know exactly how you treat it. It's like you just feel a little bit better about it. Bad lettuce. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's a big, big yikes. The time value sometimes make it cheaper. Yeah, I'll give you that. But it definitely does make sense. So again with with the slow open, was not expecting SOBR to just flush into a halt like that. Yeah, okay. How did you pinpoint it to be the lettuce? Iceberg lettuce is a little sketch as it is, and there's really no point to eating it from a nutritional standpoint. I mean, it's got some water in it, there's that, but there's really next to nothing for actual nutrients in it. It's like there's no point. It's good and crunchy. I like it, but doesn't do much for you. Well, PGY is pulling back now again with the really slow market open, man. I'm gonna be watching SOBR on this resumption. It's gonna open low. So the issue with this trade here was I was looking for a pullback in on lighter volume, and this was heavy volume. I ended up getting an entry at 70, but yeah, that was not a good trade there. Looking at it in hindsight, this wouldn't have been a bad setup if we pulled back here to maybe 75 on light volume for the curl back up and retest of 90, but wasn't the case here. Looks like we have FNGR making a push. But again, this one's on lighter volume. Man, it's tough pickings out there. That is for sure. VRE, no good. EFOI, no good. So yeah, I'll be watching FNGR. Again with this one, I might look for an entry on the pullback here, but it's gonna be on lighter volume. But that's too much volume there for me to take an entry. Does it come all the way back down here? Wow. Stock's just rejecting today hard. Good grief. Fat rejection, my guy. Gonna have to adjust my strategy again. Try buying the dip here at 37. Took a loss on it. So, nothing is really holding up at all. And these pullbacks aren't so much pullbacks as they are rejections. Hmm. Oh, we're about 12 minutes into the open, and already there's really nothing to watch. Here's CYTO, but I really don't have much interest in this one because it's so cheap. But if this one's going to be the only one moving nicely, I might look to take a couple light trades on it, depending. Let's see how low this is going to pull back. Is it just going to reject, come all the way back down like the rest? Or are we going to see some buyers on this pullback? Looks like it's going to flush again here. Seeing buyers at 54. Man, this has been one of the tougher weeks. It's been one of the tougher weeks for sure. So we did see some buyers step in there at 54, and we ended up getting a nice push back up. Let's see if we can get retest highs. It's on lighter volume here. Okay. I've got a timer set, Grandpa, for myself because the cast iron takes a lot longer than the oven. Man, the last 2 days have been the worst market opens I've seen in several months. There has been absolutely nothing holding up. A little bit of opportunity on PEGY, a little bit of opportunity on FNGR on this push, but other than that, like nothing. It's like zero, zilch, which is crazy. Oh man. Well, Colin, is your work hiring? Uh, this is tough. Maybe I gotta adjust my strategy and start shorting stocks. Nah, in all seriousness, though, I would like to find a part-time gig. But I really don't want to have to sacrifice market time. Like, I really don't want to find an 8 or a 9 to 5 or something like that. Maybe for a short period, but I don't know. I'd rather not. I'd rather just scrape by and get as much experience as I can get. But I don't know. It's only going to be so long I'll be able to scrape by for before it gets a little bit wearing on my. Yeah, I don't know. All the stocks rejecting like Colin's first love. Sorry, bacon. You don't want to give away your identity, man. Oh. VST, nothing looks good here at all. Okay. Sorry, bro. This market's just making me feel like a savage. Again, I mean, MVST holding up over VWAP, but it's very low. Let's see what volume, how much volume is. Yeah, only 3.6 million shares traded so far. It's not very much at all. It's usually what I like to see on the first 1 minute candle of the day is that many shares. Well, it'll make me feel better. So I'm about to pop some sourdough in the oven. It looks like one too. I'm not sure I know what you mean. I don't know what I said. BS BRSQ. Oh, this is a weird. No data on this thing. I don't get it. Okay, iLag's pushing. We're seeing some volume come in. So I'll be watching this one here. Again, if we can hold and consolidate and get a lower volume pullback, I'll look for an entry, but I want to be careful buying dips today because every dip so far that I've been getting in is getting flushed on. So I want to keep that in mind. It looks like this is about to flush again too here. Big buyer at 52. So we're starting to see some lower volume. I want to see it holding up here over 70. We can get a lower volume, pull back into 70, look for an entry. Markets are trying to come back here. Q's up 0.2%, SPY's up 0.6% now. Gotta see. Yeah, sometimes days like this, weeks like this, it can be difficult to keep your head up high. But it's not gonna last like this forever, that's for certain. So just practicing patience and discipline is gonna be key for days like today. Not over trading. Because in hindsight, I'm gonna have to go back and watch the trade that took an FNGR or on SOBR rather, into that halt down. I'm gonna have to see what the volume profile looked like when I got in, because I'm guessing it was coming. There's way too much volume for that dip to be valid. Yeah, and there's the dip to 70, but it was on a bit higher volume there. I'll be right back in 1 second. Okay, back. Is there anything else moving here? Seeing BH, VN being called out. Come on. Nice push there. Okay. What are you talking about, Bacon? I withstained mild burn on the cast iron this morning. I'm trying to rush as fast as I can. Nothing too bad, though. You're not saying a ticker, are you? No. I wonder how this flag is going to hold up. Not a very nice looking 5-minute candle here with that big topping wick. So far, holding up a view up. It's holding 14. Some sellers. That was a nice breakout here over this on this 1-minute flag from 14 to 13, 14 to 15:33. See if 20 is going to hold. Oh, and immediately I see it drop to 16 on the bids. I don't trust that there. All right, man. I'll catch you later. Man, it's so tough out here today. Yeah, I should just be looking to trade something with lower volume to see if it's going to be a bit more predictable, but eh. What are the big ones doing today? Tesla, 310. Come on, PHVI. I typed it in 3 times and it's not going to let me do it. So weird. So I tried making a push here and it's rejecting now off 50. I mean, SLBR from a daily chart perspective looks so good. Why do we have this such a nasty rejection off of 90? Why did this squeeze? Is what it is. So, nothing much showing up. Don't really see much opportunity out there at all right now. Time right now is 9:45, 9:13. It's been about 45 minutes since the market opened. I is trying to do something here. And that dip's gonna get bought up at 87. Interesting. Watching here on ILAG. $3.5 million shares of volume traded on this one so far. Seen this one too many times though to know not to be buying this dip right here. Might go, but if it, I mean, it's a little bit too high risk. This is not the day to be using that size. It's gonna be a double top, then breakout. It was worth a try there. Flat trade. So a double top at 94 there. Whoops. Oh, I'll be back. ILAG is currently the stock on the top of the momentum scanner at the as it stands right now. Watching eye lag here. This one could get interesting. There's no news on it, of course. See if we can continue to push higher. Eh. Oh, wait, here. If we can get a smaller pullback to 85, I'll look for entry. Just took too long right here. I was thinking that we were going to get some more selling pressure coming in. Yo! Bacon back in the building. The question is, how do you like your bacon? Floppy or crispy? And if you say floppy, I don't know how to feel. It doesn't matter. Oven baked, sure, but floppy or crispy, my dude. Oh, I'll bacon. So I had an entry here at 87, man, and I got out a little bit too quickly because it looked like it was turning in that level. We're going to hold this. Oh, nice. Since more volume come in. Shoot, man. So I was in at 87, out at 88 because it looked like we were going to turn back around. And it didn't end up breaking out, so it was a nice entry there. Hotel bacon is underrated. I can agree with that. So you telling me you're a cannibal? Okay, so you got the breakout. It's holding up here. I want to see some more volume, though. Maybe look for a pullback into previous resistance of 94. There's $3. All right. It's disappointing. I had to be out there. There's my timer. Oh. Well. All right. So, unfortunately, didn't get as much rise as I was hoping for. Seems like I've slightly lost my touch the last couple times I've baked. See what this pullback on eye leg is going to look like here. If we can consolidate on lower volume, I'll look for an entry for the test of 3 and potentially the break of 3 to 310. Looks like volume's a little bit heavier here, though. Yeah, so I'll leave that. See, I don't know what it is. Last couple times I've baked sourdough. I don't know if it's... I think I'm overproofing it or something, but haven't been getting that nice oven spring. Hasn't been rising as much as I would like it to. I'm not sure exactly why. Oh, there's nothing else happening. Let's see. Let's run it real quick. Keep this. I'll be watching the 15-second though on the back of my eye. All right. Oh, first one's a fluke. I swear. I don't know. It's not looking so hot. 195. I don't know if that's gonna cut it. Garbage. Yeah, dude. I don't know. Trying to trade stocks with a reaction time like that. All right, let's. All right, I'm done. Be watching this on this pullback here. So we're getting a lighter volume. We're getting declining volume into this pullback. We consolidate around 85. Maybe a dip into 84. I'll try to entry depending on what the volume looks like on the pullback. Also it dipped to 85, but it didn't get 84. HUI is halted. This one's a bit more expensive though. It's on super light volume, so I'm not really interested in this. So I had an order at 84 and it dipped to 85 and then went. It's 1 cent off my fill. Could we see some sort of ABCD pattern form on the 1 minute on this stock? Doesn't look very clean, but an ABCD pattern is basically where you have an A, pullback, B, retest higher, C, pullback, and D is the breakout. It's kind of the idea there. See if we can have that. Seems like the quote-unquote obvious patterns haven't really been, hasn't been much follow-through behind them, though. Volume is kind of drying up here. I look for an entry. Yeah, there's just not much volume. It's definitely declining over the last few minutes here. Yeah, not looking to buy that pullback there. What else do we have moving? Is there anything? Take a look at the gap scan stocks here. VRE, no good. It's no volume. EFOI, faded off. CYTO, wasn't too interested in this one in the first place because of it was so cheap. And it looks like it rejected that level there too at 67. PEGY, we had a nice push off the open. And SOBR was the big disappointment for me. This one looked nice looking at the daily chart here. Made a really nice push off the open from 70s to 90 there, and then rejected into a halt down. I really did not see that coming. Sentiment has been very bearish. I'll add iLeg to the scanner so I don't, or the watch list here so I don't forget about it. Just have an easier click on it. Nah, might be a little too low. Getting this lower volume, might look for an entry here for a longer hold time. Have a target 92 with half, and the lower half would be 3. We'll see if we can flag out like that. It doesn't look terrible on the 5-minute. There's more selling volume. Pick up to 86 on the bids. I took an entry there at 83. Look to sell half and then hold the other half to see if we get the retest towards maybe towards high of day. Take half at 88. $86 on the bids. Seeing some red print here. At the rest break even. So if I would have sold the whole position there at 88, would have been a $50 winner, but want to go with my original plan, holding another half to 92. I'll look to get back in. So can we break this descending resistance here? That is the question. And if we do, doesn't look bad. We're flagging out in the 5-minute. My thing is the volume's a bit light. Be watching here. So far 83 is held up. But I don't think I want to take an entry here. Because if we break the support, I feel like we get a decent flush through VWAP. BTCY popped up on scans. Let's take a look. Put on a side chart here. CY. Nah, I don't really care about BTCY there. Is there a breakout on MVST? Towards 50. MVST. What does the volume look like here? Oh, very light. Only 800,000 shares. Yeah, no interest there. Let's be right back. Timer. Okay. Bacon, what's your record on that reaction time test out of curiosity? SPY Q is coming all the way down now from those gains. Descending support or resistance here isn't really proving to be much. So this support is continuing to hold here at 82. There's a lot of wicks to the downside here. So we can see some more volume coming. We got 6.3 million shares trading so far. Or traded so far, rather. Okay. It's only 90. Here we go. So it did break out, and then it broke out strong. I want to be careful here to see if we reject below the breakout level. It's 298. It's holding. It's going to break out. Looks like it wants it. Don't want to be in too high here. Could very easily flush. So not a bad trade there from 91 to 96. 50 bucks. And that dip got bought up nicely at 93. It's good to see. Okay. We're going to break 3. Let's double top at 99. Holding up here is 97 on the bids. 96. Oh, you're trying to call me little garbage, eh? I want to be careful in this section here because I feel like this thing could flush if we don't get the breakout. Don't want to be caught in another flush. Yeah, so, okay, I'll let this thing pull back here. Dude, check this out. I got this one a couple days ago. We can, see, dip's getting bought up nicely so far. Yeah, okay, check this shiz out. My high score that I got the third day, 128 milliseconds. Not freaking bad. I was pretty hype at that. It looks like it wants the breakout here. These tips are getting bought up pretty nicely. Man, I'm gonna have to go shut this timer off. I'll be back in just a second. Okay. Timer's off. Used a bit higher hydration on those loaves, and it shows because I got blasted with steam when I opened up the oven. Ah, nah, not again. So I ended up breaking out, hit 301, and came all the way back down here. Not a nasty flush yet, but not a good breakout. I wouldn't be surprised if he flushed, came back down. Where are we going to find support? Maybe 88, maybe 85. But I don't want to be getting out on a false breakout, especially given the sentiment of what it's been the last couple of days, or the last couple of weeks for that matter. Yeah. Where does that put me for the day? So for the day right now, plus 54 bucks. So not bad. Considering I started the day down about 50 bucks on my first trade on, which one was on SLBR. So I'll have to take things slow here. I've had some just nasty rejections over the last few days. Coming up on 10 o'clock here, 11 o'clock Eastern market time. So if you're looking to hydrate your nuts, a good tip is if you soak them in water for a couple of hours. It can make it easier to chew up because I know sometimes you can have problems with your teeth being too soft for the nuts. So take your nuts, soak them in especially almonds, soak them in water for a couple of hours. Then you can really mash them up. Just kind of gum them up like a baby without teeth. I highly recommend that if you're needing to hydrate these nuts. Daddy. I don't know why you're asking me that. Do you have a girlfriend? I know you have soft teeth, but you don't have to take that out in my chat, man. Anything else being called out? So I'll probably look to shut things down around 10 o'clock today unless we see anything obvious. As of right now, it's not been the case. ILAG, we're holding up over VWAP still. And it's higher than the last pullback. So this one isn't bad. You're gonna call cashew milk like what are you gonna do? Milk a cashew's teats? If you can show me how you milk cashew's teats, then I'll let you call it cashew milk. But until then, it's cashew water. I don't care what anybody says. The whole milk thing is just a BS marketing term, and you know it. Ugh. Shoot. If anyone's up in the building and you enjoy what you see, don't forget to hit the like button. Helps out the channel. And I just appreciate it so much. Here we go. Get back over 90. I don't love that entry, actually. Ha! See? See? Morgan's right. Show me the tit. I don't see any tit. It's not milk. That's actually funny. I can't imagine. It sounds funny coming out of out of her mouth. Eye leg seems fairly predictable right now. I just don't want to get caught in a flush. Sitting crisscross in an office chair is underrated. That's all I can say. ILAG, 8 million shares of volume traded on the day so far. That was not bad. Except the volume profile, well, it doesn't look bad. So we've got larger volume on the legs up, and so far the pullbacks have been on declining red volume, and then again with the leg up on higher green volume. So far it doesn't look bad. Continue if we can. We'll see if we can continue to kind of hold this ascending support we're having. Put the line in here. Kind of this general level of support here. Yeah, we'll see if we continue to hold that. If we can get a lower volume pullback, if we can consolidate between maybe 85 and 90, maybe 95, and then get a small pullback. And if I see buyers here on the bid, I would like to take an entry. But I don't want to be getting in a pullback that seems like it's going to be heavier volume because, like I said, I feel like a flush is going to be imminent. Up 22% right now. Yeah, but just watching ILAG here, a potential entry. Don't want to be buying off VWAP though. Because you know all too many times recently we get to VWAP and then once we can't hold, it can flush. Don't want to get caught in a toilet today. For a second time. Try buying the dip on SLBR here. Granted, this was a different scenario. But try to buying the first 1 minute pullback at 70. Stopped out at 65, so it was a good stop, but man, we flushed hard. So that's why we don't, there's no bag holding in day trading. If I was holding on to this a little bit further, hoping that we were going to get the reversal, instead of stopping at 65, I would have been down another 25 cents a share, and it would have been a $50 loser gone to a $200 loser. So no hesitation. If it's not going to hold up, get out quick. Granted, this was a little bit of a different scenario than what we're trading in here because we were getting a lot of volume. So again, we're respecting this ascending support. So it might have been worth looking for an entry down here towards 66, 67. or 86, 87 rather. And now I have the sweet aroma of freshly baked sourdough filling into my room. Oh, how I love it. Makes these bearish, ugly market conditions just a little bit more tolerable. I mean, it all depends on your perspective. If you're a short bias trader, this market is probably making you a killing. I'm sure some hedge funds are making wild amounts of money shorting some of the blue chip stocks. I mean, we've had some just pain. Like look at Nvidia, dating back to November here. It was almost $350 a share. It's now 121, lows of 108. Tesla, highs of 414 in November. Now trading at $210. It's almost a 50% decline. I had a position in Tesla that I acquired quite a bit ago, quite a long time ago, and I sold it here. I can't remember which day it was, but it was when we came into this resistance at 305, I want to say. So it turned out to be a good sell time because we ended up turning over just a day or two after that. And the market's just been dragging it along with it. Back over to ILAG. Under the sea. Ooh. Man, even if you bought bonds, which are supposed to be the safest thing, if you look at a 10-year chart on the bonds, they're down, which is crazy. It's supposed to be the safest, kind of slowest, non-risk. But even so, those have been seeing a lot of pain. Lots of pain, lots of red. PEGY is trying to retest VWAP here. I feel like the most potential right now is what I'm looking at on ILEG. ILAG. This is the one that we had a few days ago that went absolutely parabolic and several halts up, resume, halt up, resume, halt up until it turned over. I made a little bit of money off of it, but didn't really trust it. But FOMO hit hard on that thing on that day, and we ended up having a really nice squeeze from $4 a share to highs of 12. I mean, that's a 300% move on 40 million shares of volume. Nice thing about ILAG is the spreads haven't been bad throughout any of this trading. They've opened up a little bit here and there, but otherwise it's been pretty tight. Like right now, we're trading 88 or 87 by 89. And usually when we are kind of having these lower volume consolidations, the bid and ask can be quite a bit more open than that. But I'm not really interested in taking an entry down here. So far, though, it's been respecting VWAP basically the whole morning. If we can look at it here. We had this nice leg up here, and when we got the rejection, we did go below VWAP, then got bought back up. And there's several wicks to the downside here under VWAP. So it's like anytime we break below, buyers have been stepping in. Again in this last pullback, and now again here. And I haven't taken any dips off of VWAP. So I feel like when it flushes through VWAP, if and when it flushes, it's going to end up being, a 5-10 cent drop very quickly. Um, 8.2 million shares of volume traded so far. Volume is really starting to decline in this area, though. Nothing else really. Yeah, nothing else popped up on scans. We have CABA. Let's take a look at it. I know it's a higher There's a high short interest on it. But this doesn't look too bad here. Right into previous resistance on the daily at 14. MBST. This one pulled back into view up. For a view up trader, potentially a dip trade here, but I'm not interested in taking that. ILAG still continued just to hold view up there. But it's kind of broken down through this ascending support. There's a pop on BTCY. But that one's also very light volume. Time is 10 o'clock. 11 o'clock market time. So usually the most opportunity we would have seen would have already taken place by now. Usually I like to trade between, market open and the first hour, hour and a half after that is when we typically see the most follow through, the most momentum, the most clean setups. And now between now and kind of lunchtime and until power hour can be a little bit tricky. As there's not as many eyes on the stocks, and therefore not as many eyes on the setups you're looking for. ILAG looks like we're seeing some selling pressure here. Still seeing some decent buyers come in, but BTCY. There's a break. There's to 29. It's going to be a double top, or is it going to break out? And this one, I'm really not interested in trading. The volume is so light, and it's a little bit cheaper. Let's pull up the level 2 on it, though, at least. So the markets made a push. SPY was up over 1%, and it came all the way back down. It's basically flat on the day now. Yeah, only 3.4 million shares of volume traded on this thing, though we've had increasing volume through this consolidation into this push up here. So I wonder if this thing starts to heat up a bit. But I'm not interested in taking any trades on it here. Okay, well, time is 10 o'clock here. I'm going to look to wrap things up. So for right now, it's a decent green day, all things considered. The market has been very bearish. Nothing's been holding up. The leading gappers have been basically fading off the open. So I'm happy to be sitting up $69.50. So, it's a decent green day considering kind of the negative sentiment that we've been seeing. Another very slow open today. Kind of very similar to yesterday where the gap scan was very limited. We had a few stocks. And this morning we had EFOI, CYTO. Well, this one I wasn't too interested in. And PEGY and SOBR was the stock that I was the most bullish on coming into today. And we had this nasty false breakout over these pivot levels and rejected to a halt down. So, granted, the market's been, it's been tough. So when things start to heat up, I'll be definitely ready. But I'll take my $69.50 for today. So, good green day. Appreciate you being in the chat. As always, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with won't be back tomorrow. It's Friday, so I'll be back Power Hour. I'll be scanning and see if there's anything. If we have some good momentum, I'll look to stream Power Hour. So the last hour of the market. But yeah, until then, I'm gonna wrap things up here and shut it down. Yeah, it's $69. Not bad. That was the plan all along. Little do you know. But anyway, have a good weekend. I'll be back on Monday. Later.